Alright guys, we're back and we are going to return fighting Titan because we need to kill him. So let's do that right now. He got life steal! Shadow Fight 2. A game mostly everyone knows about as it's one of the most popular mobile games to this day. It's enjoyable, has good story, and it also has a lot of content to it as well. And you can see it's a good game because that's a solid 4.8 stars on the App Store. So you may be wondering, if it's such a good game, why doesn't it have a perfect 5 stars? Well, negative reviews, of course. And some of the reviews are actually valid, but some of them just straight up suck. So today, I will be reading negative Shadow Fight 2 reviews so you don't have to. So just a quick note before we begin. This video is actually inspired by a YouTuber named Htwo, so shout out to him. Thank you for the idea. Alright, let's get started with the first review. Don't even think about picking up this game. 1 star. I would wholeheartedly not recommend this game to anyone. After 6 years and no change to the energy system, nor have they fixed even the most minor bugs, the abysmal energy bar is just insane. It's absurdly low. Even the amount of gems you get would not cover that. Furthermore, this game has become a cash grab no lease. Everything you do have the sign of the developer shoving their microtransactions down your throat and wanting you to buy this in order to proceed or buy this to get even stronger. Back then, you have the opportunity to just upgrade gear without having to wait. Nowadays, whenever wanting to upgrade a gear, it takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. And of course, there's always the option to finish the upgrade with gems. You could find the same kind of game like this and have the same enjoyment without having to bother with the cash grab microtransactions. You would have to put at least 1 hour of playtime into this game for a whole month to be somewhat strong. Overall, do not waste your time on this game. It is not worth it. Yeah, the large amount of yap is going to be a trend for these reviews. So about the game shoving microtransactions down your throat. It's so easy to play the full game without spending a single dollar on it. They do kinda have a point about it taking a while to get strong, but come on, the grind isn't that bad. Like, it's not like it'll take you 8 years to get a full set of upgraded gear. And about the energy system, come on, let's be for real. Why are we acting like most games back in the day didn't have an energy system? And if you hate the low energy system so badly that you need to make a negative review on it, just cough up the $20 and buy the infinite energy pack. There are other points that I should go over in that review, but then it would probably give me a brain aneurysm, so we're moving on to the next one. 2 creator. Game broken. 2 stars. Very hard. The bosses have way too much perks, like Lynx, the first boss. He can turn invisible and bomb. I'm sorry, I broke character. And bomb that gets you every time. I have played this game for years, but I got new phones and it never saved my data, so I know this game. I know there is Shuriken, Magic, Underworlds. My best that I think that is deleted was the last boss, and all that work for nothing. Please put something that can save the data on my phone. It show all my achievement, but my data is not saved. It shows achievements from years ago, like 2 years ago, and my last achievement says something about beating a boss, like congrats, you defeated Wasp. Please give me a pass to go all the way to Wasp so I don't have to work all that way again, and put something to save the data, please, or give me the special edition for free. And by the way, the game is broken. It says to download content, but when I do it, it doesn't save. If I get out, it will say to download it again and again and again. This is clearly a bug that needs to be fixed. Where it glitches is in Butcher. It's downloading content in her hermit to fix this. What the hell did I just read? Alright, so let's try to break this down like the breakdown I'm about to have after reading that. So I want to start off with the fact that they demanded Shadow Fight 2 Special Edition for free. Like, I've seen a lot of stories about r/ choosing beggars, and this is one of them. And they were talking about how they got new phones and their data didn't save. Obviously, it's not going to save unless you have an account to save the game. So based on the bad English and like the whiny little baby complaining, I'm going to assume that this is a little kid and they kind of just want Shadow Fight 2 Special Edition for free. And if they struggled on Lynx, which is like the first boss that you're supposed to fight, then they are going to get absolutely mauled by the Gates of Shadows. Speaking of the Gates of Shadows, 1 star. Gates of Shadows is, oh, I can't say that. What kind of stupid developers decided to make that level? The fact that they made the good weapons over 200 gems, then expect me to beat 6 bosses with challenge/survival against them? They already have dumb overpowered modifiers and magic while I rarely have anything. Take y'all pay-to-win developers back to the drawing board and make a better game. This is disappointing, SMH. Also, why can't I just fight the demon straight up instead of challenges? Because I hate the random equipment challenge, kicks only challenge. One of the challenges even take my magic away. Please, Neki, just make the game fair or fix the level into where it's not challenges, but just survival with extended health regeneration when you beat a boss. 1 out of 5 stars until you make the game fair and cater to the players instead of the AI and demons. P.S. Demons modifiers and magic is too overpowered and unfair, which should be nerfed. For example, Wasp's stupid off-the-wall attack that is rarely dodgeable, Shogun's cowardice move that his henchman attacks you out of nowhere. He already has damage absorption spam, so he shouldn't have that henchman magic, and Hermit's lightning bolts. Honestly, what the heck y'all were thinking when y'all made that attack? I can barely counter it and get hit by his swords when I try to stop it. Heck, my range or magic weapon can't even hit him, so disappointing sorry excuse for a game. Angry emojis, cursing emojis, thumbs down emojis. Oh boy, where do I start? So the Gates of Shadows aren't supposed to be just a walk in the park. It's one of the main points in the storyline, so obviously it's going to be really difficult to do. And for me personally, it really wasn't that hard. There's many methods for you to do in order to make the fight a lot easier, like enchanting your gear. So if you're not doing that, you're just asking to get spanked. Losing and being upset, that's understandable. But the fact that you made a whole 1-star negative review on this game just shows that I'm angry because I lost, so I'm gonna make it their problem. In this fight, it's kind of about learning. You can learn when they're going to do their attacks by how long it's been since they did it previously, so you can predict when they're gonna do it next, so then you can expect it and fight back accordingly. Also, the weapon that costs coins isn't that bad. It's actually really good. I don't know what you're talking about. One of my favorite weapons. So overall, for this fight, I would just say you gotta get good. Alright, let's move on to the last one, because this video is getting a little too long for my liking. Good game, but with many flaws. 3 stars. This used to be my favorite mobile game and one of my favorite RPGs, but over time, I've discovered a few issues. Up until Titan, the feel of the game and the story was great, had almost no issues with anything, and overall, it was a great experience. When I did get to Titan though, it was almost the complete opposite. I understand that he is the final boss of the main story, so he should be difficult, but not to the degree that he is. He is one of the most unfair bosses I have ever played against in a video game, and he's just not balanced at all. Firstly, even though all my gear is at the max level possible, I still barely do any damage on my attacks, and when I do, he can just hit me once to get all of his health back. Secondly, he has way too many perks to aid him. It already takes most of the 99 seconds just to defeat him, and then all of a sudden he gets 25% of his health back on the final blow just made me feel like I wasted my time, and many more problems that make it almost impossible. Overall, the game is good but could use a few improvements. Titan is just designed too poorly, and I even spent $40, which feels like a waste of money and my time since I can't even finish the game. So you may think I'm gonna bash this response, but I'm actually not because it's pretty valid. Titan is a really, really difficult fight. And I have recordings of me trying to beat Titan for over 2 hours. The footage you're looking at is actually me trying to kill Titan right now. And spoilers, this is a failed attempt. So the person in the review is actually correct. There's a lot of poor designs when it comes to fighting Titan. So one of the examples is the fact that he's an absolute beefcake, and any attack you do is just like nibbling on his toes, which is kind of understandable. I mean, look at him, bro. He's built like Mike Tyson. And he has this little janky grab glitch where it wasn't like that back in the day. But as you can see from the footage right now, he somehow grabbed me without grabbing me, and I'm still taking damage from it. And for this fight, 99 seconds just isn't enough. If they made it so the person with the lowest HP loses, then it would be more fair. But no matter what, no matter how low you get him, once that timer runs out, you automatically lose. And the reason why 99 seconds just isn't enough is because after you beat him in one round, he'll start getting hyper armor. So the hyper armor for this fight is where Titan spawns a blue dome around him, and you need to hit it in order for it to go away. And when you do hit the blue dome, he'll take no knockback and no damage, and it'll just respawn back in a couple of seconds. And that means you're gonna have to squeeze in as much damage as you can before it comes back. Then let's say you're able to beat Titan for the second round. Well, the blue dome will only come back even faster. I mean, just look at the cooldown. So yeah, this fight is unreasonably difficult, but there are some ways to beat it. So I highly recommend getting the enchantment that makes you do more damage, which is Frenzy, because it'll help you a lot in this fight. I would also recommend getting either Frenzy, Shielding, or Regeneration on your armor, just so you can either do more damage or take less damage so you don't die during this fight. So as you see in the footage, you should probably try your best to do the fastest attacks so he's not able to hit you, because if he does hit you, he'll hit you hard. So as you see, I'm using flame clubs and I'm mostly spamming down strikes because that's the fastest attack that I could do. But don't think you're fully safe, because he'll just hit you with that massive cranium of his. And that massive cranium will likely hit you to the floor. And that's when he's going to smack you with his oversized sword and probably drain your life essence. So this fight is a little about RNG, which is something I don't like about certain fights. Because no matter how much damage he does to you, his lifesteal is broken and he'll just regain like 25% of his HP. So that's about it for this video, so I'll just end it with my victory clip. I did it! Yes! Oh my goodness! Jesus Christ! Retribution! Oh my god, thank you so much, Frenzy. Jesus, I love that enchantment now. I used to not like it that much, but oh my god. And I did all of that for 3 gems and 3 currency points. Oh my goodness, that fight took me so long. Hello everyone, this is now the outro. So I would just like to say thank you if you watched this whole thing. This is honestly something new to me, because usually I never make a video that's of this length. So I'm really hoping that I did a good job on it and you guys like this video. It took me a lot of time getting all the clips, the footage, the voice recordings, and all of that. I don't know when I'm gonna make another video like this, or if you guys want it, but you know, like I said, let me know in the comments. I had a lot of fun making this video, especially reading the review about that little kid who wanted Shadow Fight 2 Special Edition for free. Now, I would just like to say, don't be hateful to the people who made the negative reviews. We all have our different opinions and stuff like that, and if they don't like the way something is in the game, then it's just like that. So that's enough from me. Subscribe if you want to, like the video if you want to, and yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next video whenever it comes out.